What's up guys, I'm back here at Modern Mazda here in Thomaston, Connecticut. This time I'm here with the 2021 Mazda 6. This is the touring trim. Comes in 6 different flavors. You can get it from the sport trim for $24.5 grand MSRP all the way up to the signature trim, $36K for that one. This touring trim runs $27,000 MSRP. Fun fact, the Mazda 6 is the only car I've ever heard of that actually had a recall for spiders. Don't worry, that was about 10 years ago, back when they still shared a chassis with Ford. So no spiders in this one. This generation started out in 2012 and was facelifted in 2018. So you'll notice the trim levels look a bit different than the rest of their lineup, but you will still notice similarities in the powertrains. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got here. All right, this is Mazda's mid-size sedan here. This only comes in a sedan version. Definitely a nice, classy place to be. Mazda is all about simple, clean lines, rounded edges. I think it looks pretty nice to me. Taking a look at the wheels here, we're on 19-inch tires with all seasons. Those are standard unless you opt for the sport trim, which is the base trim. That one gets you 17s. The integrated turn signals here. Up front, LED lights are standard across all the trim levels. If you opt for one of the top 3 trims, then you end up with adaptive headlights, always a nice feature to have. Even got the arrow under here to tell you exactly where to put the stick. Can't see a whole lot here, but we do have a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated engine here. You can get a turbocharger in the upper trims. This one makes 186 horsepower, 186 pound-feet of torque, just like the Mazda 3 and the rest of the lineup. If you get the turbocharger, then you do get 227 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque on regular gas. Add in premium and you bump up another 23 horsepower, another 10 pound-feet of torque. Back in the back here, we've got this nice dual exhaust system. Very clean and elegant looking back here. We've got LED lights again across the board. And your backup camera right there. Back here in the trunk, tons of space. Goes on for days. 60-40 split on the seats back there. Underneath, we do have a spare tire, just in case you're interested. Taking a look at this here, you can pause your video, take a look at the window sticker. All right, back here in the back seat, nice big mid-size sedan, plenty of room back here. Barely even touch the front seats. Here in the touring trim, we do have these leatherette seats. The top tier signature trim gets you the Napa leather. One below that, in the carbon edition, you get the red leather. You can get real leather in here, but not in this trim level. The base trim gets you the cloth seats. Overall, comfortable place to be. Lots of black, simple, clean, elegant. Works for me. Got a vent right here. Plenty of headroom. No complaints there. Up front, more leather, heated seats. You've got push button start. Got the same infotainment here as in the other models as well. Everything's controlled from here. Again, it seems a little cumbersome at first, but once you get used to it, it's really not too bad. There are some hard buttons here as well. Hard buttons for your temperature control. Up here, big speedometer, tack on the side, and your digital display there on the right that you can change the information coming through. Lane departure warning down here, traction control. Cup holders down here with a cover. USB ports, a little extra space. Alright guys, let's take this thing for a little drive. Now again, we have the 6-speed automatic that is standard. In 2018 when they did the facelift, they did get rid of the manual unfortunately. So 6-speed automatic is your only choice. I don't have any paddle shifters here. Again, 186 horsepower, 186 pound-feet of torque. In this one in the touring trim, if you get one with the turbo, then you get up to that 250 horsepower, 320 pound-feet of torque as long as you're running premium, 227 and 320 if you're running regular gas. Now this one does have the standard 9-speaker sound system. If you get the upper trims, you can get the Bose sound system, but the regular sound system still sounds pretty good. We do not have blind spot monitoring on this one, but you can get that in the upper trims. We do have lane departure warning, as I showed you before. As we had with the Mazda 3, we do get the McPherson struts in the front, but we don't have the torsion beam in the back. We still have the multi-link rear suspension in this one, since this was developed in 2012, and in the refresh in 2018 they did not switch to the torsion beam like they did with the Mazda 3. It is a very quiet, very smooth ride. Again, with Mazda pushing towards luxury, they definitely know what they're doing. It feels well insulated in here, feels very smooth. The reason that the subreddit, what car should I buy, as well as enthusiasts in general love Mazda is because they tend to handle a lot better than a lot of the other cars in the same class, and this one is no different. You do get a little bit of a heavy steering feel here. It is electronic power steering, but it does feel pretty good and it handles well. It's very responsive. These seats are very comfortable. Again, I am in the leatherette seats. In the upper trims you can get that Napa leather or the standard leather. The braking is good. The acceleration is plenty good for a daily driver. Again, if you want that extra boost, you can get it with a turbocharger. Unlike the rest of the lineup, you can only get this one in front wheel drive. When I say the rest of the lineup, I'm excluding the Miata. Obviously that one is rear wheel drive only, but this one is front wheel drive across the lineup. But it is important to note, even up here in the Northeast, if you get good tires and you drive carefully, you should be totally fine with front wheel drive. All wheel drive is not a substitution for snow tires. You still need to have good tires even with all wheel drive. Do have a little bit of body roll there, but again, it handles so nicely. It's very responsive. Point and shoot, it will go where you want it to go. Feels very nice. Well, that's it for today. Thank you again for watching. Again, Jason at Manual-Cars. If you have a car for me, it does not have to be a manual, obviously. Thanks again to Modern Mazda here in Thomaston, Connecticut, for letting me take this car out. Always a pleasure, and always enjoy driving these Mazdas. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.